Who did you want to be when you grew up? A firefighter? A doctor? An artist? Maybe your dream came true. Maybe plans changed. Maybe you had plenty of choices, maybe just a few. No matter what your situation, it is your undeniable right to safety, security, and decent wages at work. Seems obvious, doesn't it? And yet, there is a group of workers whose rights are constantly questioned and denied. Sex workers. Sex work is a commercial transaction between consenting adults. It is done voluntarily and must never be confused with forced or coerced labor or trafficking. In other words, sex work is work, and sex workers' rights are a human rights and a feminist issue.
Still, almost all countries criminalize sex work, and sex workers face persecution and violence because of punitive laws, policies, and practices. In response, sex workers' rights advocates and allies across the globe are calling for the decriminalization of sex work and an end to stigma. The current twin pandemics of COVID-19 and gender-based violence have made the lack of respect for and recognition of sex workers' rights more apparent and access to services and justice even harder to attain. The CMI Consortium and partners believe that sex workers' rights are women's rights and are recognized by feminist organizations all over the world. After all, isn't bodily autonomy a fundamental principle of feminism?
It is likely that someone you care about is a sex worker, whether you know it or not. Here is what you can do to take action and support sex workers' rights. Only rights can stop the wrongs. Advocate for sex work to be legally recognized as work and for labor protection for sex workers. Demand an end to criminalization of all aspects of sex work. Acknowledge sex workers' rights as a feminist, human rights issue, and support collaborative action to challenge criminalization, discrimination, and stigmatization of sex workers of all genders. Fund sex workers' rights and organizing, led by sex workers themselves. There are no bad workers, only bad laws. Let's work towards positive change together. Learn more at www.cmiconsortium.org.